Well, I'm back. I still have that little cough in my throat. I don't know how much longer that is going to be. Sort of like a what that long-term COVID they have, but it's not COVID. I don't know what it is. Just some virus. But I was at the beach for 2, 3 days celebrating 80th birthday with the family. So we all went down there and they told lies about me, which is great. I really enjoyed it, man. And the apartment building I'm in uh, just threw me a party Thursday night, which was great, man. Everybody just sharing love like there's no tomorrow, and there really isn't for many of us, especially at my age. The tomorrows are getting less, but I'm certainly learning how to love harder. I think it's the one muscle you could grow forever. So, I mean, especially a guy, you everybody want to be faster, stronger, all this kind of stuff. But no, man, when you get older, all that stuff is going away anyway, and you're not going to stop it. Maybe detain it for a little bit. But the one muscle you can work forever and get stronger and better is love, man. And it's something I never worked on before. I thought it was just it was just uh, something you didn't have to think about. Boy, it does now, particularly when everybody's so miserable out there. And so it's been great. And actually, say what I think is that by loving harder yourself, if you love harder, you open your heart. You know? And opening your heart is really the best thing. And that's why, like giving, that's opening your heart, right? So that's why we have all our grant giveaways, is really we're trying to open our hearts to give people what they need, the money to get by. And, it's not big money, but it helps us open our heart here. And so everybody involved in that really feels that way. It's a wonderful feeling. I mean, that's why I started it. I didn't realize till I got older, man, giving is selfish because it feels so good. How are you going to open your heart? Huh? And that's by giving. And so that's what we do. We have 3 grants now. And make sure you check if you won. We have people who don't pick up their money. I mean, that hurts me more than seeing it fly out of my pocket in a way. But no, I mean, that's the good part. I really enjoy it so much, and everybody here seems to enjoy it. That we have a place that's really trying to help people with whatever we have, and that's what we do with our profits is we give it back to members, and to have them use our profits. We don't buy yachts or bigger buildings or whatever. No, it's all about helping people so we could have a better world to live in. If everybody out there is miserable, then we have to live in that world. And that's why I gotta understand these rich people want to have gated communities and everybody hate them. And oh, boy, that's not fun to live like that, is it? I guess it is to some people. Who am I to say? We all struggle to get through life, and I think none of us have the right to tell somebody else how to live in life because we all struggle too much. But our grants, remember that we have $60,000 a month we give out. That's the big one. And every month, and the deadline is the 4th. So you're coming up on, what is this, May now? So May 4th is the next one. And all you have to do is fill out a form, your name and email, and give us a sentence or two on what you would do with $1,000. Now, for all these grants, you have to be a paid member, but really now you could apply to the other grants. So if you ran one of our grants, you could apply for the other grants. So we have 3 grants. So it's that $60,000 on the 4th. Then on the 20th of the month, we have a car repair grant. Okay, and now that started at $7,500. It started at 5,000, 175, and now for the next one it's going to be $15,000, and they're $500 each. So that's you could apply for that. So if you won 1,000 or $500 already, you could apply for another 500 at the car repair grant. Okay, so that's helpful. Now, the other thing is we give out free laptop computers. So many people that don't have a lot of income, don't have a decent laptop computer to get these government grants. So that's what we really try here to do is train you how to get government grants. And so you can do it with phones, and people do. We have members who've gotten $20,000, $30,000 just applying by the phone. but it's certainly easier to find and fill out and everything if you have a laptop. So we give out 20 laptops every month, and the deadline for that is the 20th of the month. So you could apply for that. So if you haven't won anything, you could apply for all three. If you won one, you could still apply for the other two, and keep that going for yourself. But it's all about, oh, happy birthdays, yes, yeah. But it was, oh, this is the best birthday I've ever had. I mean, well, actually, it's the best time of my life I've ever had. I mean, I can't believe that I'm still being able to sell this information and make a living out of it. And that's why I'm so surprised I was able to make a living on it. I feel that you deserve to make the profits, as much as we do, because you're the one that's doing it. And I'm still trying to understand why people are joining and why people are staying. I mean, I've had subscription businesses. I've been doing this almost 50 years now. So I've sold this information in many, many forms, and this is like a subscription, and so many people have done that too. But I've never had the stickiness and how people feel so helped too. That just astounds me. Sure, everybody doesn't get a grant. Everybody knows that, but we certainly would. You could try. You could ask us 100 questions, but it takes effort on your part. Sure, there's people that just try once and they get something, and that's lucky. But you can't count on that because most likely, most of us are going to have to work hard at getting it. If you don't need it and have somewhere else to get the money you need, fine, you go get it. Maybe so. You got an uncle or friend or relative will give you money. Do that first, yes. Yeah. But if you need something, this is the biggest pot of free money in the world. And I want to make sure people that are living in America know that and know they all have access to it. It's not special. It's just you. You have to trial and error some things. It's like figuring out how to drive a car or use a computer. You figured it out eventually, and you use it as a tool in life. Well, that's how I see government money as a tool in life. A third of everything in the government, everything in our economy is government. So this is like walking around with a handicap if you don't learn to use these tools. And the government is really supposed to help us. So they have programs, services, or whatever, but they don't do a good job marketing. And that's the problem. And I don't think I should be doing this. I think the government should be doing this. And that's what it should be, but they'll never get around. I've been saying that for 50 years and they never started. So I don't have a whole lot of time left. So I'm doing what I think the government should be doing and try to help as many people as I can before I die. And that's what really life is. I think we're all here to help each other in some way, uh, as much as we can, in any way we can, until it's over. And then we go to the big ranch in the sky, whatever the hell. I have a new job. These they're states away. Are there any grant for program relocation? Yeah, it's possible, Dustin. Every place is different. Every city and county and state is different. Uh, I would start at your local career one-stop center because they help people with jobs. So a lot of times they may have money to help you go to another state because if you have a job there, I mean, New York has that. New York gives you money to go if you have a job in another state. It helps you with that. Uh, I've been going on a 1.5 to 2 weeks and have heard nothing other than email, which got deleted. I'm not sure, Jeff, what you're talking about. Is that from us? If you're trying to get our attention, it's not here on YouTube uh, because these are scammers and all this kind of stuff. You go into our paid membership sites, one on Facebook and one off of Facebook called Let's Go Help Too. So if you're a member, you can ask us 100 questions a day, and we answer every one of them. It may take us a day or two, or maybe three if I'm really packed. Uh, but that's what we're there for. I mean, if you haven't answered, we haven't found you, or you haven't found us, because this is all we really do. So, uh, and if you don't know if you're a member or not, here's where you could go. You go to find. No, I'm sorry. Let's go help at gmail.com and ask for Magic Mary, okay? letsgohelp@gmail.com. If you're not a member, if you want to join, you go to letsgohelp.com. Okay, so letsgohelp@gmail.com is if you have a problem with your membership, or we don't recognize you, or some bureaucratic screw up, which we do, and that's how to solve that. If you want to be a member, it's letsgohelp.com. If you want some help in answering questions and you don't have money to be a member, and by the way, it's $20 if you're curious, then you go to letsgofreehelp.com. And all it costs is an email, and you join, and I got 37 videos there that will take you step by step for where to look for information on money you need for almost anything you want in life. So it's all there to get guidance on doing it yourself, okay? Because I know everybody doesn't, if you need money, you may not even have $20, and that's understandable, and there's a lot of people in our country that has that. So that's why we have that. So that's letsgofreehelp.com, okay? And everybody was so nice, and all of you that said birthday wishes and everything, and God, in the building, I throw parties in the building a lot, in the lobby. Actually, I have what's called Porch Fest Day. 3 rock and roll bands are coming in front of our apartment building to play this Saturday, and we'll have drinks and all that kind of stuff too. But it's just, how do you make a community so people enjoy each other and are friendly, so you don't have to stand in an elevator and not say anything as you go up 7 floors or whatever the heck it is, yeah. And that we know each other a little bit about our lives, and maybe that's what Let's Go Help is doing. I mean, I'm starting to think more, and I've never been a community guy or whatever. I've been more of a lone ranger because I didn't fit in places, you know. So I figured out how to do it myself, and the community gives so much more warmth, to your life. At least it is to me now at this age, and I just really started doing this kind of stuff. I mean, my wife used to have to drag me to parties. I hated going on. I'd get there and I have a great time, but I just wasn't a community guy, whatever. And now, oh man, I could see that the 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 joy and the love you get back is so wonderful, and that's food for all of us, I think. So that's why I hope somehow Let's Go Help could be more like that. Give each other food and help to get through. And I'm sort of seeing that a little more than I ever had or imagined before, because I thought everything was really more transactional. But maybe something like what we're doing is not just transact. Hey, give me money, I give you a resource, and maybe it's getting more than that, and that's what's really becoming nice. Because actually, the government is working on loneliness. Loneliness is like a disease in our culture now, and the Surgeon General just came out with a report to try to tackle loneliness in our country, and that's sort of interesting to see. And so maybe that's something that Let's Go Help has touched into. It wasn't my desire or design or anything. It just happened. But everything, at least to me in business, is like that. You have an idea about something, and you just do it, and you don't know if it'll work, and usually won't in the way you want it. But if you stay there long enough and you're committed to the idea, you build on it, on what the country really thinks you should have done, and you didn't. You were too stupid. And we all are too stupid. The world is too big for us to know exactly what it wants. And they can't tell you, they have to respond to it. So the best way to start a business is you take the best idea you have. Nobody knows if it'll work or not. And the more people you ask, you stay longer to starting something. So just start it with little money as possible. Get hiccups, and see if anybody salutes or somebody anyone wants it. And when they don't, you say, well, why? What do you really want? You have a problem. How can I help you with a problem? And then you build something on that, from real people who have problems and are willing to pay money to do it. Not experts, and they don't have that problem. They maybe think how to solve the problem, but that was 10 years ago. It's different now. Things change so fast for anybody to be an expert. The expert on whether your business will be a success. What? No girl in the cake. Yeah, I was looking. uh, and they don't know. So it's really to take whatever you have, don't spend any money on, and start knocking on doors, whatever. And see, it's easy to knock on doors because of social media. Now, I'll show you how I do it. If you remember, ask me about our retirement in 3 years grant report. And that shows you how the businesses that made money for me are the ones I started without money. And so if you want a copy of that, if you remember, you get it free. By the way, that's another thing how to hide. There's so many scammers out there that are pretending they're me and they take my image and all this kind of stuff. Um, and it's not me if you're already a member and they're saying they'll give you better help and they're saying me, so it's like an upsell for me. I'll never upsell you. You pay me $20, you get all you could eat every month, and never charge an extra penny. And also, for people, if you're not a member, if they're charging more than $20, then that's not me either. And people are just using me because I guess I do a lot of media stuff or whatever. So it's better not to be taken in. Girl in the cake. Yeah, maybe they're coming today. I didn't see any car or truck in the driveway. Big cake. All right. Somebody's showing their age. Okay, I'm going to get back because this is the first thing I'm going to do some little weight training again. Boy, I just flew and I just stayed off. I barely ran for a week and a half or walk, whatever the heck I do. Uh, and now I got to get back because the body starts slowing down if I don't press it harder. So I got to go press it harder. And so I hope to do 5, 6 miles a day. The first time in over 2 weeks, I'm able to maybe do some weights and try to see if I could do that. But we all were wasting away, so don't waste away. Start doing the stuff you need to do, stuff you want to do. Don't think it'll land in your lap. No, just know it's going to take some work, and I'll give you sources to keep where to keep looking to solve that problem you have. And what will happen as you go solving the problem, you realize, I have the wrong problem. But you won't find that out until you do something. You can't just hang around and read stuff and think you'll solve the right problem. You don't know what it is until you actually do it. So get out and do something. And I'll show you how to do something without any money to start your idea. There's too many ways to do that. It's just to stay away from Google. That's the thing. Google will tell you otherwise, tell you need all the money, you need all this stuff to do something. You do not. There are options in the world you never even dreamed of. And that's what we do. So let me help you as much as I can. And I want nothing better to do to help other people as much as I can before I die. What the fuck else are we here for? Huh? I don't know what to collect toys. Oh, that sounds like a stupid life, doesn't it? It's sort of fun at times, but all right. Love being members still new, but if you're needing help, come to be led. Thank you. Oh, Sarah, on Facebook, I'm answering the questions on Facebook. So go to the Facebook group, start a new discussion. Tell me what you want, so I can dig into my 50 damn years. Man, I want to use this stuff. And if that can help you in some way, I have nothing better to do with my life than to try to do that. So starting the discussion on Facebook. We're also on Let's Go Up too. That's where a lot of training does. But I answer on Facebook because it's a way to, the question doesn't get posted until I look at it and answer it. So that's a way to control it a little better. Happy belated birthday. Are you on inspiration to keep trying and stay motivated? It's tough because life likes to beat you up. If you're a human, you got to get beat up. Okay, that's what living is. So it's rolling with all that shit and don't expect perfect and don't try to be perfect either because nobody buys perfect anyway. So you are good enough.